Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 981, we're going to talk about Captain Storm, Cosmium Raider. Whatever that means. Let's see if we can sharpen her up a little bit. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target pirate you control. Wow. So she herself is a pirate, 2 mana for a 2/2, so comes out early, possibly of turn 2. In this deck, possibly on turn 1. Now, there is, I'll be honest with you, there's not as many pirates in this deck as there probably should be. I have a few non-pirate creatures, like 4, but it's all good. So, we want artifacts to enter the battlefield so we can pump up a pirate. Now, let's look at our ramp, shall we? So, no surprise here. Lots and lots of artifacts. We have our Wayfarer's Bauble, which is great on turn 1, but it's also great after you play your commander, Is it Signet? The Ethereum Sculptor. As you can guess, this is a very heavy artifact-centric deck. The Arcane Signet, Hedron Archive, Burnished Heart, Midnight Clock, also does a decent card drawing impersonation. Is it Gluestone, Fire Diamond, Gilded Lotus, Sisay's Ring, Lotus Petal, which is our possibility of turn 1. Not that we want that, but it's a thing there if it happens. Foundry Inspector, also making the artifacts cheaper so that you can maybe have a free Soul Ring. Because that's my luck, because I'm going to draw it on turn 12. Is it Locket, Solemn Simulacrum, Felwar Stone, Expedition Map? See, I realize this is a lot, and we've got 4 more left, but it's a lot of ramp per se, but also these are artifacts entering the battlefield, so we get to put a 1/1 counter on a pirate, namely our commander. Sky Diamond, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, and Walking Atlas, because sometimes you just need to play 2 lands a turn and you're not playing green. I mentioned putting the counters on the captain there. The captain probably will end up with a weapon or 2. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to have some Swiftfoot boots, a Mithril coat, a Nazgul battle mace, because why not, right? Black Blade Reforged, or a Sword of Vengeance. Those are all equipments that can help out the commander, but also give her a 1/1 counter when it comes in. So I had kind of a major focus on, it says target pirate, so I was like, well, I know she's going to be out, and I don't know if there's any pirate better than her because of the commander damage rule. So that's why I did that. So let's look at our card draw. Some of these are, Biden of Thassa, with me not having a lot of creatures, that may be better placed in a pirate or something. Staff of Nim, I know that's mighty expensive for 1 card a turn. Thoughtcast, of course, Reconnaissance Mission, Stroke of Genius, Windfall's great. There's always somebody hoarding cards. Horn of Greed, a Temple Bell, and of course our good friend the One Ring. Now, the One Ring is an amazing card. The deck needs, any deck that has a One Ring needs the Unwinding Clock, because let's face it, I had those 2 cards in play at the same time and it felt like cheating. It did. I drew so many cards in 1 turn cycle. But let's get to our pirates. The pirates that's got to be in there. Dockside Distortionist. It's like they made a deck and was like, we want to make a commander where Dockside is the best card in the deck. It's not hard to do. It's that way in a lot of decks. But it is a pirate that comes in and makes treasures, which each of those treasures comes in and triggers our commander separately. I believe it's separately. I don't think she says one or more. Well, let's check it real quick, shall we? She says an artifact. So that right there, yeah, had to double check that. Yeah. So Dockside is going to make silly amounts of treasure, especially maybe if you've already gotten the lattice out. I don't know. So we have Spectral Sailor. You'll notice there's a certain kind of pirate that I am fond of. Not the ones that draw you cards, and not the ones that are flashy, but a Spyglass Siren, makes a map token, which is also an artifact. We have a Kitesail Larcenist that also has flying and ward. We have a Siren Stormtaber that has flying. We have a Oaken Siren, which is an artifact pirate, which also has flying. And our Corsair Captain doesn't have flying, but, hey, makes a token, which makes it bigger, and then other pirates get bigger, and we have our War Kite Marauder, which has flying. Yes, flying pirates. I love flying pirates. I think it's the greatest thing. Maybe I play too much Skies of Arcadia. That's a game probably none of y'all will know. Skies of Arcadia is my favorite video game of all time. Anyway, it's never going to be big enough to get a Universes Beyond, so I've given up on that a long time ago. Tarian Mauler. One of my personal favorite Mutant Ninja Turtle pirates. And then you got to have Captain Lannery Storm in a Captain Storm deck, when she attacks, create a treasure, sack a treasure. Yeah, so, Now I have a Roaming Throne, which is not a pirate in and of its right, but, if a triggered ability of another pirate it triggers an additional time. That seems really good. Roaming Throne is a card that really took Commander by storm, because this thing is insane. Now, I don't know why I have a Platinum Angel in here. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why. Could be better used as a pirate. I don't know. But I have a couple of dragons. Hellkite Igniter. Yeah, it's 7 mana, 5/5 flying. But it's that pump ability that is, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Hello. And then our good friend, the Hellkite Tyrant, that just says, you know what? If you got 20 artifacts, you just win. Just win. We're done. We're tired. We just want to win. Playing Mana Short. Because Mana Short is pretty close to target player skips their turn. Yeah. I love this card. I love it, love it, love it. And I ordered a bunch, so you're going to start seeing them in decks. You probably already have. A lot of those free spells get played, if you don't pay for it during your upkeep. So, yeah. Acquire. Just, go get somebody's best artifact. The Mistress Bauble should have been probably in card draw, but it's free. It gets a counter on your thing. Retract. Now, there are times when somebody's going to nuke all artifacts. It's just going to try to happen. You can retract them all to your hand. It's better than getting dead, The Phyrexian Metamorph, not bad copy. The Panharmonicon, here again, making Captain Storm do the extra work. And that leads us to our removal. Good old-fashioned chain reaction, counterspell, blasphemous act. We don't have a whole lot of pirates, so we are probably going to get out creature. That's hence the board wipes. Evacuation, Chaos Warp, and of course an offer you can't refuse and negate, like using those for 2-color decks. And that's going to lead us into our non-basic lands. Evolving Wilds, Temple of Epiphany, Path of Ancestry, Terramorphic Expanse, Spire of Industry, Molten Tributary, Restless Spire. Gotta have that Rogue's Passage. Is it Guildgate? Shivan Reef, Seat of the Synod. Yes, I should probably run the red one. I just didn't have the red one at the time. The Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, and the Prismari Campus. I'm excited to play this one. I haven't played this one yet. I'm going to try to get a game in with it this week, see how it works. But that is what I have got for Captain Storm. Kind of a fun deck. Yes, I probably have a spare Unwinding Clock somewhere. But it straight up needs to go in here because, it's got the lattice, it's got the ring. Yeah, Unwinding Clock's the ring's best friend. Just is. Anyway, that's what I've got for today. Thank you so much. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.